Well, I'm back. Last year I had a series on orchids that was a 10-part series and covered most of what I had seen during the summer. Unfortunately, there were a few gaps, and so consequently this year I'm going to try to fill in those gaps, and this is the first day of attempting to make that happen. I'm here at a place where I'm going to look for a small round-leafed orchid, which is relatively uncommon in this area, but we'll get going here pretty quick and we'll see if we can find one for today. Well, we're going through a lot of boggy area in order to get back to where this is at. And whenever you go through boggy areas this time of year, you never know what you're going to come across. So, there we are with a few dragon's mouth in order to make the trip a little more interesting. There's about a 3/4 of a mile walk through primarily bog in order to get to where I'm heading. Some of it's pretty easy going and some of it's a little tougher, but we're about halfway there. We'll finish her up and see if we got anything blooming today. And here it is. Well, it's quite a hike into here. I'm very glad to see that they're still here. I'll tell you what, this is one of those trips that if I didn't have a GPS, I'd never find this. It's one little spot in this big bog, and there is bog for 1/4 to 3/4 of a mile in every direction from where I'm at here. This particular spot might be a foot above the rest of the bog, but for the most part, I know this particular plant right here is sitting right next to some pitcher plants, and so it's definitely a wet bog. Absolutely gorgeous flower. They're relatively uncommon up here in this part of the world. This is the only place that I've found them. I know from what I understand there are a couple of other spots around the Ely area, but this is the only one I've been to. Last time I was here I found 3 plants. This time I found 16. So whether I'm here a bit later than I was last time or whether this happens to be a good year for them, I'm not sure. But for whatever reason, there are quite a few more this year than there were last time. Very delicate. They are about 8 inches tall. They have a single broadleaf down on the bottom, and they are called a small round-leaved orchid. They grow singly here. I don't see any paired up here as far as two plants together like you might find some other orchids. So absolutely gorgeous plant. We're going to get some shots of them here, some close-ups, and for as few times as I've seen these, they always just take me aback because they are so pretty. Well, a very successful day today. Got out, found our small round-leaved orchids right where they were supposed to be. As you can see, we're in a black spruce swamp, and it's a real thick black spruce swamp. Not sure whether this is the only place that you'll find them or not, but it's the only place that I found them. So it's been a great day. You need to get out and find some orchids on your own. In the meantime, thanks for watching and enjoy.